There's our bathroom. I'm going to be getting in that bath fairly shortly. And TV, there's a fridge in there. Stewie taking photos. And then our little balcony and our sea view of the Red Sea. Woo, woo, woo. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our video review of the Movenpick Resort and Spa Aqaba, which is one of two Movenpick hotels in Aqaba. This one is in the city at the very, very top of the, I think it's the Gulf of Aqaba actually, that comes up the top there, where you've got Eilat in Israel and Aqaba in Jordan, sort of across the top of the bit at the top, the Gulf.
Whatever the opposite of a peninsula is.
The Gulf, I suppose. A Gulf, yeah. And the other Movenpick hotel is down in an area called Tala Bay. Tala Bay is better for maybe the beach and swimming, but we picked the Movenpick actually in the city because we wanted to see the city. We wanted to be able to go out at night to eat. We didn't want to really be stuck in the resort.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a great place. So we've just seen the reception area, which we didn't think we needed to talk over, and the lifts. This is the stairs up to the adults only pool. So if you sort of reverse and have a look at where we came, that's how you get down to the adults only pool. This way, you're going across the road, actually, on a bridge. The adults only pool is upstairs. That's the shop. The shop was very reasonable compared to the gift shops in the town.
Yeah.
So if there's anything you really want, sort of do a bit of a, write down how much it is in there and then go and see if you can haggle, but we found we couldn't. A couple of places that were closed. There's a spa and an empty shop. And this is the gym.
Yep, so we're walking over the road and under the swimming pool, which is a bit bizarre.
Yeah. And here we're going outside, and I've left the sound, I think, on this bit of the video. We shall see when I come back to play it afterwards. There's a beautiful waterfall. Yeah. And this is the way down to the pools. And the pools, we only went in the pool on the bridge pool, which they call the lap pool. There's a lovely jacuzzi up there, and the pool was warm, the jacuzzi was warm, there were always plentiful sunbeds, and a lovely towel guy who always made sure you had towels. These were the saunas and steam rooms. They were separate, male and female.
Yep.
You could get the key from the gym reception, all included in the hotel. We didn't use them. It was very hot. We were expecting it to be about 24 degrees while we were there, and it was 31 most days.
That's it. Yeah.
So there are activities if you're coming here with children. There's an activities board behind me. I think I'll scan round to it in a minute. We didn't see that many children. We were out of season. It was the beginning of March. So there were a lot of things that weren't open. For instance, the restaurant
down by the beach
wasn't open, and the bar there. But it didn't matter. We went out in the evenings and we had some fantastic meals. We went to a place called Mirwas, Mirwas, in the harbour, or the, what would you call it, marina area. And that was beautiful.
The Royal Yacht Club?
No, because that was a different restaurant, the Royal
No,
Yacht Club,
it was next door, wasn't it? Yeah.
And the seafood,
we went there 3 times, didn't we?
Yeah. The seafood there was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Can highly recommend it if you're there in Aqaba. These are apartments here. We did see a couple of these apartments that are included in the hotel. They are Movenpick. but I think they're maybe timeshare type things, or people
lot of them,
own them.
yes.
But we did see a couple of these apartments on Airbnb before we actually decided on the hotel. You don't get breakfast or anything with the Airbnb, and the breakfast was lovely. It was huge buffet, everything fresh, lovely, nice coffee.
Lots of olives.
Lots of olives, Bircher muesli, which was very nice. These are the two downstairs pools. The first one we walked by is the one with the kids area, and this is more of a sort of a grown-ups one. But as you can see, there's hardly anybody here. It was, as I say, at the beginning, it wasn't in season yet. I think their season starts sort of towards the end of March, and we were there at the beginning of March.
Yeah.
So it was lovely. The weather was beautiful, and the pools were cold, the downstairs pools. The ones upstairs were warm. The ones downstairs were cold.
And the jacuzzi was like getting into a hot bath.
Yeah. That to the side of us there is the Red Sea Grill, I think it was called, which wasn't open for food while we were there. You could have cocktails and things. Oh, there you go, Red Sea Grill. You'd have cocktails and things set out the front there. We didn't. We were extending dry January as long as we could, so we didn't have any cocktails there. Although Stu did have one of the Petra beers.
Local Petra beers.
Just because he had to try the local beer. I like
to try local ales, and it was a lager style. They did a lager, a pale ale, and a wheat beer, but they only had the lager in the hotel. I've had better. Leave it at that.
Yeah, so now we're heading towards the beach. This beach is for Movenpick residents guests, or guests only.
And it's on 2 levels. So you've got this upstairs bit where there's lots of sun loungers, and it's, I wouldn't say it's not a beach, but there was sand there. But then you go down the steps to the beach proper by the sea. Yeah,
and the sea actually was very clear considering it's in the city. It was very clean, very clear. We did see some staff members going in and out of the sea with snorkels and things on and bringing out anything sharp or any rubbish. Basically keeping it nice for the people. I only saw one fish while I was in there, so I didn't bother with my snorkel.
I saw the same fish about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. A couple of little hermit crabs, if you look carefully, that there were. It's a blue flag beach, so very clean, as I just said. The water was like a very, very, very hot bank holiday weekend in Margate. So it was a bit sort of when you went in, but once you were in, it was really nice and refreshing. I think refreshing is the word, isn't it? Refreshing. But because it was so hot outside, sometimes you did want a little bit of refreshment. There didn't seem to be anywhere to get any drinks on the beach, but there is that bar just behind us there.
Yeah.
But we took cans of drinks down with us. One thing that we wished we had have taken the whole holiday really was a cool bag, because we normally take a cool bag rucksack and we completely forgot. This was our week relaxing after we'd had a week of adventuring. We went to the Dead Sea, we drove down the not sure if it was what the highway was called. I'll try and find out and put it down the bottom.
Was it the King's Highway, isn't it?
I don't really know, because it went through the mountains basically, very, very high up, very, very low down, very, very high up, very, very low down.
And we found snow.
Yeah, we did find snow. That'll be on another video. We've been to Petra, we've been to the Wadi Rum. As I say, I'm in the process of editing together all these videos, so if you like, subscribe and hit the notifications, when I post the other videos up of Petra and the Wadi Rum and the Dead Sea, there'll be a review of the Dead Sea Spa Hotel. You'll get a notification and you'll be able to watch them. But yes, so I think I'm going to be walking back in a minute to show you the pool where we spent most of our time. But as you can see, that this time of year was fantastic to go. We flew with EasyJet. EasyJet fly to Aqaba. How long was the flight?
5 hours.
About 5 hours. It was okay. We paid extra to have the extra legroom seats. And
front row bulkhead. Very nice.
Very nice, very comfy. We took some stuff downloaded on the pad thing to watch. So the time went quite quickly.
Yeah, it was great.
We bought some cans of drink in the, what was it, the Smiths or the Boots or somewhere.
Shop at the airport.
Shop at the airport to take on the plane with us. So yeah, it was really cool. I did really want a cheese and ham toastie on the flight home, but they'd run out. So by the time we arrived home, I was starving.
Cheese and ham toasties on EasyJet are very, very tasty indeed.
Yeah, we hired a car. We drove to the Dead Sea. It was a bit of an experience because we landed at about 6, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bit of an issue with the binoculars. Stewie's tiny little binoculars are apparently not allowed, and we got marched round to the police office. Didn't know what was going on. Everybody shouting at us in Arabic. But it was okay in the end. All he needed to do was sign a form, and then we could pick them up when we went back to the airport.
Because apparently if you got binoculars, that means you're a spy.
Yeah.
Even though these binoculars are about 3 inches long and can see not as far as my phone can see.
Yeah, probably the phone can see further. Anyway, so by the time we've got our hire car, which the hire car guy drove us into Aqaba for, they didn't have the car that we booked, so they upgraded us. Very, very nice. Was it an X-Trail?
Yes.
Yeah, an X-Trail. So by the time we got it and set off, it was probably about 8 o'clock. So we'd got SIM cards from the airport. We could put in our phones or sat-nav. We went on our way. We found a petrol station. We filled the car up, grabbed some crisps and some snacks, and headed on our way up the road that goes all the way along the side of the Dead Sea. Now, what they didn't tell us in the office of the, was it Dollar or Thrifty? One of those ones. What they didn't tell us was the speed bumps on the highway. Now, who on earth put speed bumps on a highway? I will never know. But you're driving along the highway at night, the speed limit is 90 kilometres an hour. The trucks coming towards you from the potassium permanganate plant, the potash plant, never dip their lights. They're always on full beam, blinding you, and then you hit a speed bump. And it was, well, in my head I was hearing sweet emotion as we went over the speed bump, and you kind of woke up, didn't you?
I did, yes, I was nodding off.
He was nodding off.
Good morning, thank you.
Yeah, so they don't tell you about that, which is a bit of a thing that they should. And then when we did eventually take the car back, they tried to give us a speeding ticket, which again was all written in Arabic, but I had the Google Maps history, and we hadn't been where they said we were, and so I argued and I demanded they phone the police and bring them there right now, and we would sort it out. And he realised that he made a mistake. Yes, you had made a mistake, trying to trick me into paying speeding ticket. I didn't. Anyway, so a little tip there, make sure your Google Maps is on so you can see where you've been, and just be firm, and don't be cross, but be firm. So we've come upstairs now, and we're coming to Stewie's favourite place.
Yes, very nice. It's the bridge lap pool. I think it's a lap pool because you're supposed to do laps and up and down in it rather than just lounging about. Not that I did that. I think I probably swam 2 laps. But it's very nice. There's lots of sun loungers and umbrellas. There's a guy we've just walked past who hands out the towels.
That was our room up there.
Oh yes, yeah. You can see our room just about from here.
I'll have to go back and put an arrow on it.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
That's right. Yeah, so the pool was very nice, very warm. At this end was the jacuzzi, which, like I said earlier, is hot bath hot. When I first got in, I was quite surprised how hot it was, but after a minute or so, it was lovely. When you got out, it was quite chilly because there was a bit of a wind up there because you're high up and exposed. If it was windy that day, and for a couple of days it was windy, it was a bit chilly when you got out the jacuzzi, but it's still well worth it, and I spent a lot of time in there, I must say.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and set the notifications to find our other ones. Bye!
Bye!